Yeah, Felix, preseason is running already. We had test games already. So what are your first impressions of the team after some weeks?
Good, positive in the way that we should have been, how it's planned until now. I'm very satisfied so far for what we're working, how the team is working. Chemistry is building up, very strong, and the players, like all season, always a little bit behind on the strategy-wise, tactical-wise, even technical-wise that we wanted the team to be right now. But on the other side, you can see the team is building up slowly, steadily, carefully, and this is the way that it's all preseason. So far, very positive, in a very positive way.
Are you satisfied with the games?
Yeah, so far, yes, because we're playing what we're practicing. I mean, the result right now is not the most important thing. It's always good to win, but it's not very important now. Important now is the satisfaction of what we work in. It works, to correct small details, bits and pieces over here and this and that, and that's the most important thing for me now in the games, in any game that we play in preseason.
How far is the progress of team building?
Oh, that was good. We started with the first day with the barbecue, and and all these kinds of things, and then they get along very well together. They hang around all together, so the chemistry is very strong between them. Now the thing is that to translate the chemistry towards the court is also very good. I can see a lot of things, but we have to empower the synergies and the societies between the players, and this is where inside our work and our collective work and individual work is where we have to. It's going slower, But anyway, everything's going in a very solid track,
What's the main difference between this preseason and the last preseason?
Well, this preseason they're totally different. I mean, last preseason, it was right after the promotion of the Pro B. So we didn't have the wooden floor yet. We had to practice in a different gym. We had to do in the preseason changes in our import situation, and this also, affected a little bit the team. There were players who started the preseason later because due to their work or whatever. This season we started maybe a little bit later than what we should do. It's a little bit shorter preseason, coming out from a longer rest. This is the first time that we had a 4-month rest. And then from there, we had all the players from the day one. So that's really good, and then there you can you can start to practice with all the team together, and the chemistry is getting, and that's the key of the preseason this year. I think that's the big difference between last year and this year. That last year, there were players that we had to change, and players who arrived late or got injured or this and that. This year, we're going very solid.
So we already faced Dresden. Next game will be against Düsseldorf. How strong will the teams be that promoted from Pro B, you think?
They're Pro A teams. They build up their teams as Pro A. You can see the Dresden game, and then we played against Paderborn, and then now we're playing against Düsseldorf, and then there's no big difference between Dresden, Düsseldorf, and Paderborn, us, or Artland, that we played. I see that the teams are all in the same level, and there's a lot of range of improvement in all the teams. So I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow against Düsseldorf. We just have to come out and do our things that we've been practicing till now, and it doesn't matter if you win or lose, or you lose by 20 or win by 20. It doesn't matter. This is not the thing. The thing is that everybody has to be kind of ready for the season. It's a long season, and that's our thought, to prepare them for the season. So I don't see any difference between the teams, but all teams are going to be extremely competitive.
How confident are you for the season, that it will be a good season for us?
Well, you have to consider that we're still in COVID times. The geopolitics now affect many issues surrounding all sports and clubs. even a daily work at home or after a practice, you never know what's going to happen. So all these things you have to be prepared for, and you have to be a kind of flexible to what can happen. Saying that, the preseason so far we're building it up. I think it's going to be very, very competitive, and there's going to be a lot of surprises in this league. I think that now, if you think about 4 or 5 years ago, the difference between the Pro A from till now, it's a different level. Now anyone can win anyone, and I think this is where now we all respect each other, and I think this is going to be another tough season. Maybe I'm talking to many coaches, and the ones who've been now years in Pro A, they're saying this is one of the most equal competitive season that's upcoming. So yeah, we have to be ready for anything.
How satisfied are you with the new players?
Well, there's a big change this year. I mean, we maintained the 4 players from last year. Even our young guns, they decided, to play in other teams, to have their own playing time. So we worked very hard to sign the new players, who can adjust in their roles towards the system of the league, and the playing of the league. I'm very, very happy so far with them. There's a lot to do and a lot to work yet, but so far they're responding. The quality there, the quality is there, and now what we have to do is adjust the quality and to polish it up and to compete as maximum as we can. So far the new players are responding. The players from last year are responding. So far it's going good. I'm satisfied.
Okay, thanks, Felix.
Thank you, Alex.